What's up, you guys? Come clean my house with me and let's have a little chit chat. If you guys are new, my name is Maddie. I am a stay at home mom to two little girls. They are, well, one's going to be 3 this summer and one's almost 5, which I know every parent says this, but I didn't understand how fast it goes until I was a parent myself. I really love being a mom and we do homeschool, and as y'all can see, we do all sleep in the same room. I don't know. We're just winging it over here, okay? And I'm definitely a respectful mom, and I am a mom that takes my kids' feelings heavily into consideration on things. And honestly, we're doing pretty well. We also live in a 1999 double wide on my parents' property, but we thrive in, okay? We do live on 8 acres, so there is space. They're honestly a lot further from us than if we lived in a neighborhood. So much further. We ride a golf cart up to their house, okay? And our house, we're eventually going to do some upgrades to it. We really want to revamp this bathroom, not even because like I think anything is necessarily wrong with it, but because I feel like there's a lot of wasted space in here. And we've talked about ways to revamp it and whatnot, but y'all, I love my 1999 double wide because the payment, y'all, it's good, okay? And my husband works really hard to support us, and I'm really thankful to be able to be a stay-at-home mom. We also have jumping spiders, so these are wild caught. There is a ton where we live. But they're super easy to keep as pets and super fun. So we do have them. There's currently a ton out by our house right now, just like outside, and we catch them and hold them very gently, very gently. We let them jump onto us. So these are our pets. So I was just feeding them some crickets and misting them and removing any of the leftover dead crickets and that kind of thing. We also have 4 guinea pigs and 2 dogs, and there is 2 donkeys on the property as well that we go feed. They're very, very fun. They came with the house, and it's really funny. They really love my older daughter. They will yell when they see her because usually she brings them snacks, which is really fun. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. I'm kind of a hot mess, but I'm doing my best, and that's okay. Like, we're not going to talk about the pile of toys behind me. Their toys were long overdue for a clean out, and I did get to that, but I have not been able to take the old toys anywhere because unfortunately my transmission went out. But my husband got everything together for us. He was able to come up with the money, which I'm so thankful for, and then was able to take that to be dropped off. He found a reputable person to fix my transmission because they're really tedious to fix. Usually he fixes things. So I was like, "You can't fix it." And he goes, "No." But it was very expensive. And like my truck needs some injectors, and he's gonna do that. So I was like, "You can't do that." I guess it's a lot more tedious than I realized. I have been watching The Handmaid's Tale, and I am loving it. I think that I'm going to finish it pretty soon. I do enjoy watching a little show while I clean, and usually I do have a little kiddo tagging along with me, and we just kind of hang out. And during this, they had a movie on, so I feel like I'm entitled to some screen time as well. We do limit screen time here, but sometimes I just need a minute, y'all, because why is my dog also up my butt? It's always someone that is needing me or touching me or you know but my older daughter is actually really helpful. She was helping me put things away, and she will hang all their clothes, and I love having a full house, and I know that someday I will miss it, but sometimes I also get overwhelmed. I think multiple things can be true at once, and I think that motherhood is a big juggling act, to be honest. There are days where I feel like I am doing amazing and everything just went right, and then there are other days where my transmission blows up on the side of the road and nothing goes according to plan. It feels like from that point on, or just in general, somebody wakes up on the wrong side of the bed. Or the other night, oh my gosh, you guys, there was a thunderstorm and my kids were up for hours because it was so loud. That kind of threw off our plans for the next day. But thankfully, with my transmission being out, we usually go and do a bunch of fun things, but the weather has been really nice, so we have been able to get outside. It has been pretty wet, but my parents have a paved driveway, so we've been able to drive our golf cart around and walk on their driveway and all of that. We have been driving the golf cart through the mud. It isn't that muddy anymore. Our golf cart's really fun as well. And my parents do have a swing set and a climbing dome up at their house, but again, things have just been pretty wet. So on the drier days, we go up there, which is so nice. You guys, my kids, well, and me, we're so spoiled. So it's just been kind of different. Did you see my daughter's hand? It's been different not having my own car. And I do also recognize that I am very privileged to have my own car. But yeah, usually we're going to story times and we're meeting up with friends and we're just kind of getting out of the house. I'm definitely a mom that enjoys getting out of the house. And that's something I've noticed. Like, we will go to the library and I enjoy it for several reasons. One, I feel like my kids get along better. Um, they also have the chance to meet other kids, especially other homeschooled kids, or just interact even sometimes with younger kids. And my girls love younger kids. So it's good for them to get out and interact with other people. And even me, I find that I am able to relax and really spend quality time with them in other places. Because if we're at home, I really struggle with thinking about all the other things I could be doing. And I'm not saying that I never make time for my kids, but like if we're out somewhere, if we're at my parents' house, if we're at the library, the kids museum, the zoo, I can play with them for hours and not have this voice in the back of my head telling me that I should be doing something else. And it's something that I struggle with. It might just be me, but I enjoy getting out and just like being there with my kids, if that makes sense. When we are just inside of our house, I am thinking about I could be dusting, and it's like, girl, your kids are only this little once. Like, come on now. So my brain kind of runs wild. Now, mind you, I get my cleaning done every day. I'm not a perfect housekeeper, but I do laundry and the guinea pigs and the dishes, and I cook, and I do all of these things every single day. But it's just when we're sitting there at home, I think of the running list of things that I have to do. And yeah, so it's something that I am working on, but it's just like this noise in my brain. Y'all have to let me know if y'all experience that as well. So that is why I'm like, we are going to go and we're just going to play, and I'm just going to go be your mom. I'm not going to be a homemaker in that time. I'm just going to go be your mom. And here I am realizing that they dumped all of their hay out and peed all over it, because that is what guinea pigs do. Oh my goodness. It's getting to be time for me to order them another big box of hay. Which the Chewy guy, or not the Chewy guy, the Amazon guy, I ordered it from Chewy, was like, where do you want me to set it? And I was like, I'll take it. And he was like, no, it's really heavy. It is a 50-pound box, and it's really awkward to carry. So that was really nice of him. Okay, my dogs love all the delivery drivers. I try to bring them inside. We do live kind of out in the country, and they're kind of just in our yard. But they love all of them, and they will even like try to get up in their trucks. And a lot of the delivery guys stop and pet on our dogs, and they're two pit mixes. But there is one delivery guy that my dogs hate. He one time was knocking on our door because he was up on our trash can, because they had chased him and they were barking at him. And I was like, oh my God. And so I try to be mindful of when delivery drivers are pulling up, just because you can never be too cautious. And I definitely don't want them scared. I'm sure they have a rough enough job. But yeah, it is just this one guy that they cannot stand. And he keeps saying to me, I'm going to bring them a treat so they like me. And I'm just side-eyeing him, because why do my dogs not like you? My dogs love everyone. Like, if you sit down and pat your lap, my dogs will jump into your lap. Okay, I don't know. I feel a little fishy about that guy, but anyway. So yes, I do my husband's laundry. This is something I have talked about with some of my other friends, and just in general with people, and not everyone does their husband's laundry, even if they're a stay-at-home mom. My friend Faith, her husband does his laundry because he does not like the way that she does his laundry, which I think is really funny. She's like, I don't get it. And I'm like, you know what? If Jacob tried to put away his laundry, it would drive me nuts. And I really don't mind putting away his laundry either. It's just his laundry is really big. So he is 6'6". and about 280 pounds. So he is definitely a big man. So like his jeans are like almost as tall as me. That is a bit of an exaggeration, but sometimes like I'm trying to fold his clothes and I'm like, these are so much harder to fold than the girls or my clothes. And I definitely have to be more meticulous when folding his stuff so that way it all fits in his dresser. The girls' clothes and my clothes I can kind of loosely fold and throw into drawers. Especially my older daughter loves to dig through stuff. So I am not as meticulous with her clothes, but his clothes I have to like focus in a little bit more, if that makes sense. Which I need to know. Do you guys fold all your clothes? I like to say that I loosely fold them, but I also be rummaging through my drawers. So no one's seeing them. Honestly, hardly anyone comes to our house. And if you're going to run in here and open all the drawers, then we have a problem. So I'm focusing on what matters and letting go what doesn't. And honestly, the clothes being perfectly folded just doesn't really matter to me. And that's something my friend Faith was like, it's so hard for me to put away laundry because like I don't want to fold it and I don't want to whatever. And I'm like, girl, just throw it in the drawers. I don't know. I'm very type B with some things. Like underneath my kitchen sink, all of my like towels and dish rags, there's a basket in there, but they're just like thrown in there. Okay, they're just thrown in there. I also don't wrap up my vacuum cord. I know, I just kind of set it on top of it because I feel like it's a waste of time. And I know it doesn't take that long, but like, I don't know. Um, Y'all, I'm a mess. But you know what? We're doing the dang thing. And like, my kids are always taken care of. That's another thing. Like, the important things are taken care of. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and my yapping. I hope to see you guys in my next one. I hope you have a wonderful day. And let me know what you guys do for a living. Are you a homemaker? Do you work? Are you a mom? And yeah, I can't wait to respond to all of your comments.